Yo, when it do what it is, y'all, it's your boy Tell Mate Rockin'. Y'all already know what day it is. It is Thursday, and you're now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show. And as always, I'm joined by my great co-host.
Y'all already know it's the villain in the white mask. Hey, quick in the building. Asylum is make sure you already know. Make sure y'all check out the new music video, Circle, featuring my dude, Adonis Progress. We out here, beats, bars, and faith. And that ain't the last time you're gonna hear that tonight. Yeah.
First of all, vicious.
Thank you.
And go check out that video for real. It was really, really dope. It has a great message in it. Squeeze me. And it's awesome. What?
You just said squeeze you?
Instead of excuse me.
Okay, that's gonna give out the wrong message.
I say that with my children. I say, squeeze me.
Squeeze.
Yeah, but I didn't hear the X part. I just heard squeeze me.
Right.
That's all I said. Anyway, I am the Blue Phoenix.
That's you quick.
Oh, that's me. Shit, my bad.
Ooh, you know what? Let me say
the disrespect. My bad.
I am the Blue Phoenix, and I am here with these gentlemen, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad you're here. And we're glad everybody's here. And we're just glad.
I never seen somebody that damn. Oh.
Jesus.
Who else is here?
Oh my goodness. Hey everybody. It is your girl, Just Star. I am feeling good today. I hope you're feeling good today. We have some great topics and I am so ready to get into it with all of you.
Yeah.
As always.
Oh, she gave the extended kiss, y'all.
All lips.
Shoot, that was with half my damn face.
Hey, quick, let me ask you this. Is your face moist?
Very. By the way, let's just get into it. Fuck it. So, out of all the words that some of my female friends dislike, a lot of them cannot stand the word moist. Star, do you have a disdain for that word? Like somebody says,
I guess context. Context is everything. Yeah, I guess it depends on how you use it.
Some girls think it's an overly dirty word when I've heard some of the dirtiest ish come out of their mouths and whatnot. So if somebody steps in your house and say, "Damn, it's moist in here," does that bother you?
Nah.
It's moist outside. It must be ready to rain. Damn, you just stepped out the shower, Star. You must be moist.
You know what?
I got him.
I ain't with y'all.
So the whole time, I do think it's a really weird word. Only because when we was young, the Nutty Professor came out, and Grandma was like, Mike Douglas make me boy. And I was like,
that's why I think that's when I first really heard it.
What does that mean?
And no, she said, "Well, I'm just saying, Mike Douglas used to make me moist back in the day. I admit it. Mike Douglas used to make me moist. I admit it."
That's crazy. So yeah, it was always weird to me because of Grandma.
That's so funny.
Man.
That is so funny.
Before we go any further, I have to step on the soapbox real quick and be very, 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 very humble.
Okay.
I would like to issue an apology, a personal apology.
You're lucky we can't close up.
I would like to issue a personal apology to Jadakiss, Sheik Luch, and Styles P, because apparently I too was one of the people who had y'all all the way fucked up.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I thought y'all were gonna. I had Dipset going in because, granted, I will say this: these versus battles have now happened in two formats. The original format was virtually where you just play tracks back and forth.
Right.
In that format, Dipset would have won.
Okay.
Because it's all about just tracks. They had a high they probably would have won.
Mm-hmm.
But now that people are coming outside and crowd control, performance, unity, chemistry, in addition to delivering those tracks live has come into play. Nobody fucking with Lox. For real, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell Dipset was. And this is me talking as a fan. What the hell were y'all doing? There was songs y'all should have played, y'all didn't play. Y'all was all. I knew exactly what type of battle it was going to be when they were walking to the stage. When Homeboy announced them, first thing you see the Lox walking out in unison, like a bunch of soldiers saluting.
D-Block.
Stood there and basked in it. Then one by one got off the stage, single file, and marched to the stage. Now announcing Dipset. Now announcing Dipset. 10 minutes done went by and still no Dipset. Then I think they just said fuck it, and then all you see is Jim Jones just trotting down like this. Right behind him is Jewels with the bandana and all. They look exactly how I wanted them to look. They brought that Dipset look back, but I expected the entrance to be extravagant. Then Jim Jones and Jewels get to the stage. Where the heck is Cameron?
You know Cameron. Extra.
But that's the thing. They want to start, and then and of course I knew exactly what it was going to be, because while we was waiting for them, Lox was like, "Get them the fuck out here!" And they just talking. They already on it, talking. Then Cameron shows up out of nowhere. I'm like, all right. The beginning was all right. Let's do this. All right, let's do it. Forget the intro. Let's go. Lox opened up with a haymaker. I forgot which song they did, but it was a bomb. It was a banger. I expected the Diplomat's anthem or something like that to come on, but it didn't.
They never played it?
They at the end. It's like, for real, they started heating up too soon. It's like, to me, this is how I counted. They were down 3 rounds. First round they got was when Touch It or Not came on.
Oh, okay.
That got everybody in the uproar. And then it just went.
Really?
Because, and the thing is, everything that was wrong, Jadakiss made worse because he was calling it out. Why y'all rapping over the words? Y'all could have stayed in the car and listened to this. Because they were performing live, because this is the difference. The Lox, you can tell their ish was rehearsed. Yeah. They prepared for this like it was a show, like they was about to go on tour. They rehearsed this, the entrance, everything, the set list, like this was a show. And to me, outside looking in, it looked like Dipset just met at the airport and just went there and just just winged it.
They probably did.
They didn't. They were tripping over the words of their own ish. I'm like, bruh, you're killing me right now. But I look at it this way. This is my final assessment. To me, Dipset made better music. But Lox are a better group. As a unit, as a collective, and granted, I'm a bar person. Not saying Dipset them, because like, for real, fuck the slang. The Cameron can rap. And Jewels is a fire lyricist too, and I rock with Jim Jones. But when it comes to that, when I want to hear that raw street lyricism, bars got Lox got that. When it showed the difference in what a group is. You know, they definitely showed it, and Lox called a damn body a mean one.
In the words of the Blue Phoenix, excuse me, can I interject here at all?
Go ahead, I'm done now.
Jesus, commentary man.
You're
Take
welcome.
a deep breath. You did good. Look, listen to me. Look, listen to me. I said you did real good. All I need you to do now is take a breath, like you just laid it all on the table. Look, go like this. Go. Exactly.
I need to step outside, really. But
exactly. No. You ain't gotta go outside. Just take that deep breath, like I gave you all I got. Just go. But no, so listen, I was also one of those people who thought the Dipset was gonna go out there and kill it. From my assessment, I'm not gonna repeat everything that he said, so y'all not gonna sit through the same thing. But what I noticed, what I think really happened, first of all, from the entrance, they didn't even announce Cameron. It's like he just poofed out of thin air, like he said. I found that to be strange because he left us feeling like, oh, Cameron didn't even show up, and then next thing you know, you just see Cameron on stage talking shit. I think where their problem came in, what I noticed about Dipset a long time ago is that they do make hit music. And when you make party music, they're hits anyway because people want to dance. Dipset's problem is the songs that they feel was underrated, that they feel didn't get as much hype as what they chose to play. And that's where they messed up. In a versus battle, you're supposed to go hit for hit.
Yeah.
So you don't play freestyles and little known songs that you felt should have been bigger. You play the bigger songs, and they didn't do that. So they basically handicapped themselves. D Block did look like they came ready for battle. The snapping back and forth and the joning was funny. After a while, it got irritating to me because it's like, okay, can we get to the music? Y'all talking over each other a little too much, but it is what it is. For me, the real winner of the night was the damn DJ. I watched it from the beginning before they came out. When I said the DJ was playing hit after hit after hit, he had the crowd like they was in a party. He was playing Fat Joe songs, Fat Joe in the crowd dancing. Listen, I had a ball before they even hit the stage. To me, the DJ was the clear winner because he tore that shit up.
I was only surprised that he played. I was only surprised that he played "Hit 'Em Up" in New York.
I think that was everybody's surprise, but we just, you know what I'm saying? The song is still a good song, so everybody kept moving. But for him to follow it up with the Biggie song that he chose, he couldn't have picked a better mashup. You feel me? Like usually people try to go to the response to Hit 'Em Up or something like that. He just went way left and played a completely different Biggie song that people forgot they even loved. The DJ to me was the clear winner. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to back off because who I thought was going to win lose, but the DJ was on fire from start to finish with no fuck ups. The DJ is my vote.
No, I just want to say D Block. D Block. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. What really happened is hip hop was reestablished. It's bars over bullshit. You feel me? If you can't command a crowd, if you can't bring the lyrics, then that shit is garbage. And it's that I always say shit is a circle.
Well, I'll say it's more so, not so much because granted, we already knew it was bars over bullshit. For real.
Not everybody.
Well, depends on what generation or what cloth we cut from. Because I don't think that was the issue with either of them groups. To me, this shows how important the stage is. You know, how important it is to actually know how to command the crowd.
Hold on,
the other definition of an MC is move the crowd.
Not only that, they did it with no background vocals.
Facts. You know,
like what the fuck? Like nowadays, and I can say this because I'm guilty of it because I done it. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't like it.
Most artists only perform over the actual track.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's like granted, the only time I don't have a backing track is when I don't have access to the session at the time or at all, you know. But
sometimes your songs you need a hype man.
Exactly. Well, that's the truth. But that's why if anybody follows me, I've posted many videos, many a time of me performing, and I kind of stick my chest out and say I do everything I do in the studio. I can do live.
Now look, I'm gonna tell you this. I can stamp this because I done do a show, quick performed, and I literally stood at the DJ booth and I looked at the mic input. He's not lying.
Facts.
No lies.
And I wanted to go on record as saying I think every last one of us who felt that Dipset was gonna get it forgot one thing, and that's that Jadakiss is a monster by himself. I see a lot of jokes about Jadakiss killed Dipset, but we forgot like Jada is that man. When the Locks broke up, Jada had a very substantial solo career, and we all been jamming to his music, but we forgot that he was a part of that group. So all of that star power, he took that back when he went back to the Locks, and I think we all genuinely forgot about that because Jada is that man.
Well, it's not even that we forgot, because even though Jada gets certified respect where it's due. To me, he's always been, and this is just somebody knowing when somebody needs more than what deserves more than what they really get. To me, he's always been that dude who still always has to kind of prove something or claim a certain spot because
Those are
he's
the
like,
best ones.
but he's like, cause like y'all really got it fucked up. I'm really top 5 dead or alive.
How man?
But those are the best ones.
And I personally think after this battle, nobody gonna doubt that motherfucker again.
So look, I have a question for everybody
Yeah.
because our guest is in the back waiting. It's almost that time. So I have a question. It was a question that was posed. We always stick to the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you think we should start switching it? Because people get better in time, and there's no damn way that Biggie and Pac is gonna be forever in niggas' top 5.
Well, this is the thing with me. My top 5 always change. Because I have my own personal favorites. You know what I mean? Everybody does. That top 5. That whole list thing is subjective. Mm-hmm. People will have people in their top 5 that you would probably not have in your top 10. That's true. Or 20. Yeah. You feel what I mean? And for real, there's been times where I made a top 10 list and granted Big and Pac weren't in it. They end up being in top. Like I said, they switch out. They were in my top 5 at one point. Sometimes they weren't. I'm inspired by a lot of MCs. There's almost too many to narrow down. Because I can make a top 10 list right now, but then 5 minutes I forget. Like, how did I make this list and not put Tretch in there? Yeah. How did I make this and not put motherfucking Sticky Fingers in it?
Right.
Or
Fredo Star.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that.
Or Dylon.
Stuff like that happens. I mean, there's never going to be a definite list for real.
Yeah, I was going to say, I agree with you on that because my top 5 is always different. You know what I mean? Like, if you say, who's your top 5, you got to give me specifics. Who's my top 5 lyricist? Who's my top 5 group? Who's my top 5, with content or, who top 5 that keep the party going, top 5, no, the right. So my top 5 is always different because I'm very particular. You got to tell me specifically my top 5 of what, because people forget KRS-One a lot. People forget Busta Rhymes a lot, and even though he doesn't drop music as much as everybody else, people forget Nas. You feel me? And then when you're talking about lyricists and stuff, for me, Biggie, Pac, and Eminem will all go in that top 5, but that's of that era. So that list is always subjective, like Quick said, because it depends on what you're talking about. Because like I said, Jada, if he just played all his music against him, I still think he'd have won last night because again, he's lyrical, he's methodical, his delivery, he engages the crowd. Like people forget, he has layers to his greatness. I think the one thing that people forget is with Jada, his mentality, he may have the mentality of I'm a king, but he has the ambition of the underdog. And that's a recipe for disaster. A king that know he a king that's still hungry for it is going to kill it every time.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm just, and granted, as far as the top 5 list, if I was just to go off of rappers I like, Bone would have been in the top 5 because there's 5 members of them. That's my top 5 there. Lazy, Crazy, Busy, Wish, Flesh. That's 5. That's top 5 already. But hey, it's such an
honorable mention.
Look, and Tasha.
Speaking of Dylon, I think I saw him driving today.
Oh shit!
He was going to the Piggly Wiggly.
Girl.
That's wild.
Using 2 hands on that steering wheel.
Hey, go ahead. What?
And quick. Don't keep mentioning Bone Thugs and Harmony and forget Tasha. Y'all remember she was like, and Tasha.
Yeah. Well, then she go in a different, funny.
So look, we got a dope artist in the back. Quick, you want to go ahead and do this intro for us real quick?
I thought you never asked. Folks, do we got any reverb? It don't matter. Anyways.
I'm sorry.
I dislike all y'all. So, in joining us today, we have a fellow member of Beats, Bars, and Faith. My little big says she is a singer, occasional MC, songwriter, guitarist, producer. She runs an online community. We will ask her about that later. I would like to introduce to you, Beats, Boss and Face On, Miss Shorn Marshall. Let's go.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
How everybody doing?
Shorty. What up, sis?
What's going on with you, bro?
I can't call it. Here talking to you.
Just chilling and finally got this hair done before this interview.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah, you kind of got a poetic justice thing going on.
We don't worry about hair. I look bald headed on camera right now, so we don't even worry.
I can't really see, but you look good though.
Oh, thank you, Pooh.
And I have on a bonnet.
Right, so we good.
Hey, am I allowed to wear a bonnet even though I don't have no hair? Is something against the rules?
Do-rag gang.
Keep it moist.
Keep it moist.
Hey, Weezy, that's what we got to do by next week. One of us got to buy him a bonnet.
Make it what is it? Army fatigue, and it's acceptable.
Okay.
So anyway, Shorn,
I'm gonna see what I can do.
Thank you, appreciate you. So for the people that don't know who you are, go ahead and let them know exactly who you are and where you're from.
My name is Shorn Marshall. A lot of people in the guitar industry been calling me Shorn. I am based here in Philadelphia. I originally born in Chester, Pennsylvania. I've been singing since the age of 3. I haven't picked up the guitar until I was 18. And I've just been doing the producing, writing songs, playing different other instruments other than the guitar, and been playing in different bands and also working on my solo stuff as well. So.
Okay, so you play the guitar, bass or lead?
Yes, that's the main instrument, but I never put that down. But I started playing the piano when I was 6 and played drums when I was 9. I was in the drum line in high school.
Okay.
And I didn't pick up the bass until a couple months ago. And yep, I'm jack of all trades. A lot of people say that's to me.
Okay, so tell us how did you get started, or what pushed you into this direction of being an artist and producer? I mean, where did you start?
It runs in the family. I started seeing my dad. He used to have a group, and every time after school, after I do my homework, I see them practicing in the garage, and the garage door was open. Almost the whole neighborhood would see them rehearse. And I just stand there, watch them rehearse, learning their dance steps and all whatnot. And then all of a sudden I want to do music, but a lot of my dad said you had to have a plan B. And that was when I started become very serious with music. I was 14 and I wanted to do music very seriously because I was in a very, very bad place. It happened in 2000, and I was going through grief of the death of my grandmother that died around that year, and then my dad's second marriage divorce, and also the bullying got very, very intense. I didn't have a very good childhood, and because of the bullying took into another level, I almost committed suicide. Wow. And if it wasn't, my dad took me out of Chester around that time, I would have been dead before I turned 16. And one night after I moved, I had a dream. My grandmother that died was talking to me in my dreams. And she told me that you need to sing again. Because she said that every time you sing, it's everything that's negative around you have disappeared.
Okay.
And that's why I want to do music very seriously, because it really saved me from a very, very bad place.
That's real.
Yeah. That's really, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because speaking of depression and suicide, And our very own Quick and Adonis did this song called, what's it called?
Circle.
Circle. I don't know why I want to call it Full Circle. I don't know why, but it's called Circle. And they talk about that. It's very important that people that deal with depression or mental illnesses, or even if you don't think you have mental illness and you feel certain ways, that we talk about it. And so I want to commend you for putting that out there and expressing, that you went through that experience. Have you ever talked to anyone about it, or have you ever spoke to like other children, or especially with the bullying? Have you ever had the chance to sit down and speak to someone who's been bullied or dealing with depression or anything?
Actually, I have. I've been talking to people family members that I know that have been going through it. Even my kids have been through that. And I told them about the situation as well. So I even put some of that in my music as well. Okay. So I just put everything that I've been bottled up for all these years and just put it in my music and actually get some closure and trying to move on. But that's really what I've been doing.
Self-therapy, basically.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So what you got going on now that you're working on?
Well, I'm just doing some final preparations because I will be coming down to the DMV this weekend, shooting two music videos in one weekend with Mr. K. Quister himself.
Oh wow!
Oh, the Quickster.
If he checked out when I was live, I put Mr. Quickster in there. That's one of another name. That's one of my personalities. That's the one that tends to get me in trouble.
I can't count no more how many persons
that guy right there
since we met.
That guy right there. That guy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shorn. I tend to let my co-host kind of pick your mind a little bit, because granted they're just meeting you, but tell them the story about how we first crossed paths here, because it's a very interesting story. Cool. But from your perspective, how did all that go, and how did we end up where we are?
Well, it happened at the Periscope days. Good old Periscope.
I remember that.
I was just trying out how Periscope worked on my phone, because I had a new phone, and I was just trying out the Periscope and try go live for the first time, just testing it out, and stuff like that. And there he is coming in on my live, and he said hi and everything. I know he had a notification saying that I came in live for the very first time, and just popped on in, and we just started talking. I go on his live all the time and talk, and then all of a sudden that I told him that I've been like singing, doing music and stuff like that. We've been Skyping for 5 hours the first night, just mess around with stuff, and then doing music together, and just became close ever since. It's been over 5 years, I think, 5-6 years.
Six this year.
Yeah.
Ain't it dope how social media and the internet can bring people together?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
because back then we don't know Jack.
Exactly.
It's hella lit.
So I have to put you on the spot just because it was dropped in that chat. Let me go back.
No, I was not prepared for that at all. I just got done doing my hair, getting ready for this weekend, and I'm just gonna sit here and have a conversation. I did not know I was gonna do all that. I was not prepared for it. My voice is not up to par.
Y'all not about to hear that talk. So out of all your work, what are some of your favorites?
Some of my favorite songs I've written. And why? Well, I definitely love, for my Reinvention album, I really love You, because it's a love story between me and my boyfriend in 4 years. It's like our own love story. I love it so much. Also, No Time in the Reinvention album, No Time is a great song about reevaluating your circle.
Okay.
I was trying to move on, and I'm trying to do some changes in my life. And the first thing was going through my social circle. Who's really my day ones and who is just showing their ass. That's what No Time it is. It's just like, I don't have time for all these fake assness. Just get out of my circle and let the real ones stay that's been down for me, and just move on. And also Self-Destruct, which is just released on New Year's Day. Getting rid of all negativity in my life. Anything like someone or something that is negative in your life, I just put that on and put it in this imaginary box with a bomb on it and just blow it up.
So you recently just dropped a single, Work It?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, this is a funny story.
Let's talk about it. One more time,
fall off the chair. I watch your show all the time, and I try not to fall off the chair laughing on your show. So I
watch it all the time. One more time, right?
Yes, Work It was a very fun song that I've been wanting to do for a very long time and didn't know how to approach it. But thanks to K Quick sending me that track, and it was a challenge for me because I didn't know how I was going to approach it, because I was like, it was very abstract. It was like a lot of horns and heavy drums and bass. And I was like, okay, it's give me some James Brown, Beyonce light, and the type of song that I want to drop it and pick it back up again.
Okay.
So that's what that type of song is. That something that we as women, we work so hard for everything. We wear so many hats, and we don't even have time for ourselves. And that's what kind of work really is. That we will take that moment to go out and enjoy ourselves as ourselves, not a mom, a wife, a girlfriend, all these other hats. And you can't just be yourself. And just embrace what you have. Like, if don't care if you're big, skinny, I don't care if, like, you just get a chance to embrace yourself, have your me time, and go out there and strut those streets like you own it. And that's what really work is what it's about.
You sound like you need the horns.
That's really cool. I like that. And sometimes we forget, and you're talking about us women, but I think we as people forget to take care of ourselves. But in particular, us women, because we do take care of everybody else. Yes. And I have to remind myself of that sometimes, because it's coming. My birthday's coming up. Ooh. And usually I don't do anything all year long unless I'm, doing other things. But on my birthday week or whatever, I usually go away for a week, for a few days. Well, I haven't done that in a couple of years. I mean, did I go somewhere? And no, because last year I couldn't go anywhere. I was supposed to go.
Nobody could go. I know.
I was like, when was the last time I've been?
I don't even know what button to push.
But so I do get it. So this year, I was like, I'm not gonna do anything. But my friend was like, well, I'm gonna let you get a room. I'm gonna get you a room for a few days. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Thank you. Because all I'm gonna do is sleep.
Hey, Rochelle.
Bro. What up, bro?
I'm gonna say this on air. I don't care where you're going for your birthday, either the day before you leave or the day you come back. We're gonna get you drunk.
First of all, I ain't going out the area, so y'all probably can pull up on me anyway.
So let me ask you this, Shorn, because but just by conversation, I can tell you really put yourself into your music. How important is it to you to be able to be so transparent in your music? Because nowadays a lot of people are scared to really express themselves because it puts them in a very vulnerable situation.
Well, for me, I was been quiet for a very long time, even as a child. And everything that I had was building and building and building, and made me realize that I do not want to be silenced for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
If I have all these feelings of what I feel on certain situations or that caused me the depression in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't say anything, it's going to get even more deeper and deeper and harder for me to put some closure into it.
Yeah.
Because there's some things that I was having trouble letting go because I didn't want to talk about it. Or I was scared of what people will say. I always, like, while I was growing up, I was scared about what people think of me, what I say, or what I feel. My opinions really matter. So ever since I did that Reinvention album, I really didn't care what nobody thinks anymore. It was kind of like a life lesson to myself.
Rightfully so. That's real.
So what advice to young up and coming artists would you give them?
Just put everything you have into your music. Whatever you write in your journal, your thoughts of what you feel every day. If it feels like it's a song, put it there. Everybody wants to know your true story and not what commercial thinks. Don't let nobody, and what this industry does with these standards and how people want to market themselves, just always think about, what do you feel? What do you want to market yourself? Just if you want to dress up as, just being like wearing sweatpants and some sneakers on stage, do that. If you want to have fun or do other things that nobody don't think that you will do it, because it just actually displays the other side of you without that mask in your face.
Facts.
I agree. And a lot of people don't understand there's a market for everything. So whether you think it's weird or you don't think people are going to follow you, there will be a following. So I agree. Be yourself. Always be yourself.
Speaking of advice to the young peoples, you spoke about a vision to me years ago. And lo and behold, no more than a year and a half later, you made it an actual thing. And I'm talking about this organization you have called Fret Sisters.
Oh,
can you please explain to the folks what that's all about, Shorny?
Well, Fret Sisters is a online community for when we first started it 2 years ago, we was focusing on women who play string instruments, and whether it be guitar, bass, violin, a banjo, a mandolin, anything that was strings in it. But now this year we are expanding our brand and showcasing all women, because as women we wasn't respected in the music industry, and we get overshadowed of our talents. And thank God for social media. If it wasn't for that, we couldn't find any of these women that we posted on the Instagram or our podcast Between Frets. Thank God for social media. But we want to put a platform for women, because there was no platform to show women musicians about sharing their talents and everything like that. So we decided to create that platform so us women musicians to be heard in this music industry.
So what's the page name or the website where they can find it?
You can follow us on Instagram at Fret Sisters. Also, we have a website as www.fretsisters.com. Also, we have a podcast, Between Frets, and it's on all where podcasts are played, definitely Spotify. So we get ready to do season 5 or season 6.
Congratulations.
I can't even count. We've been doing so many of these interviews and everything on that podcast. So yes, I think we get ready to do a new season this fall. So that's what we preparing on right now.
Okay.
That's good.
Now I have a question for you, because you mentioned something that's very, very important that gets overlooked You say that women musicians don't get the proper credit, and it's crazy because I personally feel that the dopest musicians are the women.
Mhm.
I have a musician named Taylor. I think named Taylor Gordon. The
Yep,
pop.
I actually know her.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah.
The guitar community in the women is very tight. We is small, so we actually know each other. And also, I am a friend of Jenny Jam. She's also a guitarist in the DMV. She used to play with Belladonna. She
Okay.
plays now with Pepper the Pearl.
Okay.
So I do know her, and she's also one of my partners in Fret Sisters. So I'm more close with her than my other partners, because she's kind of like my sister from another mister, you know.
Right.
Because she
Yeah.
used to play for Salt and Pepper.
Word.
Lit.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
That's
she used to be in like the first go-go band called, I think, the Pleasure Band, and they
Okay.
played with Salt and Pepper.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
tight.
It is.
So
That's-
she's kind of like my guitar shiro within the group.
Yeah, but you know, like I remember seeing Sheila E, who was a phenomenal percussionist. I forgot, I think it was Arsenio Hall when they had the instruments lined up, and like she was just going from instrument to instrument, and she was just dogging. And I was like, how did she not get the respect that she deserves? You know, it's sad. And like, you know, Beyonce had that all girl band.
Yeah.
And you know, like they didn't really get, I feel like they didn't get the props that they needed. So I really think it's super dope that you're doing, and we definitely support that because it's a lot of dope musicians that are women, and y'all really don't get the credit that you deserve.
Yeah, because back then, before social media, can't find nothing. You can't find who these women are or anything like that. But thank you, social media.
Indeed.
When you use it right, you get a lot out of
I'm the marketing director, so I don't sleep.
it.
It never ends with me.
Relate. I can relate.
Yes, Mr. T, no sleep.
Vampire.
Man, I wake up in the middle of the night and go browse on Instagram and I see Quick Live. I'll be like, oh, there you go again.
But
There he goes. And then I curse him out the next day. Like, why the hell you on live and you don't tell me? And he trying to delete it just think I don't know.
Hey, people be on the live with me. Shout out to all my people across the water because it may be 2-3 o'clock in the morning over here, but it's like noon over there.
So
They be up speaking to me. Y'all sleep over here in my lane. Across the water, they wide awake and got plenty to talk about with your boy. I'm just
so we slacking. That's what it is.
a little bit.
That's what he
Stay
just
the
said.
heck up.
I'm trying not to be offended.
This is the united.
Yeah.
I'm trying to unite the nations
For being normal and
That's
stupid,
my-
you know?
I'm trying to unite the nations here.
Lord have mercy on
The nation of no sleep.
Facts.
That sounds like a new religion.
It does.
Nation of no sleep. I'm using that. Nation of no sleep. Watch what I do with that's the new hashtag.
Instead of the Bible, it's the coffee.
Nation
The coffee.
of no sleep. No sleep nation.
Well, look, I should be a chairman or a board member or something.
We got another one, Sean. No Sleep Nation. The nation of the
Oh
sleep.
Lord.
'Cause I don't sleep. I nap.
I will hear all this mess all this weekend.
You already
I'm
know.
prepared for all this.
Yeah, at least you prepared.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that goodness. I swear. Sonny.
So you have how many children do you have?
I have two. I have a son. He's 14,
Okay.
and I have a daughter who's 9.
Okay. Those are good ages. How do you are they interested in music or instruments or anything?
My daughter, I see her singing all the time in the house. She always come to me and say, "Mom, play Self-Destruct again." I'm like, "What? You want to sing my songs, really?" And my son, he used to play drums in a school band, and he's now going to high school, and he actually chose the guitar class. So I told him when he signed up,
See the smile she cried.
I told him when you signed up to play guitar, your hands is going to hurt. Don't be crying and complaining to me that your fingers hurt, because I told you the first time you're going to play the guitar, your fingers is going to hurt like hell.
Yeah. Whole block.
You're not lying, because I picked up the bass and been trying to teach myself, and I'm like, dog, I don't.
It's easy to get
numb.
Hey,
it's easy to get the look down though. All you gotta do is have your eyes closed,
Right.
kinda.
it just rock.
and make that face. Make that stank face.
Right. Like you just walked in and some chitlins ain't been cleaned yet. You gotta make that face. Oh man. Shawnee, I'm gonna tell you this, Sean. As your bro and as you know, a fellow Baby F member, I will say this live. I watched you from the first moment I met you grow and develop into the artist and public figure you are, and I am extremely proud of you. I just want you to know that.
He's trying to have these misty moments.
They're moist. Your eyes are moist.
He's trying
moist.
to get this misty moments, and I'm trying not to cry. And luckily, I ain't got no makeup on, so I'm trying not to cry.
It's okay. You can cry. We cry on his time.
Yeah. And it may look like we crying over here, but it's just moist in the room.
Here's the thing. Remember, you stopped me. You stopped me because I was that close of giving up singing.
That was when I first met you, actually.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell them how that went. Might as well, since you brought it up.
You might as well tell the story.
Oh, right. You're trying to get yourself together. Right.
Yeah, like, get my
all right. So, yeah. So, basically, around the time when I first met Sean, we had that little 5-hour up on the, I was up in the studio anyway, and she was just up with her guitar, and we was just mashing out and chopping it up, having like a little jam session and whatnot. Not long afterwards, because she said she was thinking about quitting singing. And maybe it's just how I am, but I hate seeing a gift go to waste.
Yeah.
And I refuse. And if I can do anything about it, I refuse to let it go to waste. So, and granted, the reason, if you don't mind me going a little deeper, Sean.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So, long story short, Shorn musically was involved with some people who didn't have a best interest at heart. You know, people who were selling her stuff but didn't act on it. You know, kind of staring her, the usual stuff. Until she ran into the right one. Yours truly. So, granted, I said, soon as she told me that, I'm like, no, you're not quitting. So, from then on, this was 2015. I took her right under the wing. You know, I schooled her on the bit because, granted, she knew how to create, she knew how to write songs, she knew how to put stuff together. She had to get acclimated to the business side of things. You know, I pointed her in the direction and got her in a position where she didn't have to rely on anybody for studio time, because now she has a fully functional studio of her own. Put her in that position. Taught her how to like mix, master, so on and so forth and shit. And the rest she kind of developed on her own. I said it's basically trial and error. I taught her the basics and basically everything she needed to fully grow. And anytime she needed anything, of course, being that she was right here, I'm only a call away. You feel what I mean? Because granted, it had to be a phone call. We in 2 different states. So it's not like we had a choice until we started going back and forth, popping up on each other. So long story short, about a year later, I introduced her formally to the rest of the team. The rest of that, of course, got her up with MC Rest, TMG, Baby Girl B. Everybody loved her. So when I brought to the table and I brought the material she had to the table, said, "What's up?" They like, bring her in. And lo and behold, she's on the roster.
That's what's up.
So yeah, so she's
and he put me on suspense and made me wait for like over 2 months to
a little bit. You know, because granted, because like I said, you get put through the ringer a little bit.
I was at the 3rd degree.
Because well, no, this is the thing, because the whole time, because I was working with her for about I want to say 8 months or so, close to a year, because I was developing her. You know, I was because she was in kind of like a little artist development. She put out her first mixtape, then she put out a second mixtape, trying things and so on and so forth. Then she started sending me original stuff, and I'm like, all right, you ready? So from then, that's when I brought everything to the team, and they like, bring her in. But being that me and her kind of got that basically have a brother-sister relationship. I'm like,
you had to pick one.
I'm gonna wait to tell her just a little bit.
He tries every single time we on the phone. He always tries.
I'm gonna wait. I only waited like a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
But
then he gotta wait till I curse him out to do that.
Well, you did not curse me out, but like the thing is, like, just I told her over the phone. I gave her the news over the phone, and just how happy she was made my damn year that day. So
I was crying.
I didn't expect her to react that way. She was really
excited.
Yeah, she was.
Cause it was like I didn't like, it was hard for me before I met him. Like, I was thrown in the bus, and I didn't know what to do, and I was like, no one want to help me like know these steps, and I'm like, I got help from a complete stranger,
right?
That actually will give me a chance to be the artist that I am. Sometimes and I am very grateful. I'm very grateful, because I thought I would be doing everything by myself and then just give up completely, and just have someone there that actually listens and see what I can really do. I put all my talents on everything, and I'm very grateful, and I'm very thankful that he gave me that chance, and I get a chance to do what I really love and be very happy, and not just like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna give up. You know? So I'm trying not to cry, but I am very thankful.
Oh.
So look, you got people in the chat want to know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Shorn Music Official. I do have a link with all the links that you get to hear my 2 singles, Self Destruct and also Work It. I have a YouTube channel. It's at Shorn Marshall, of course. I'm doing some new content, of course. And also, if you want to follow me on Spotify, you also will get to hear my album Reinvention, and you get to hear the hidden story behind these songs from beginning to end, from closure, self discovering myself that I have depression, then closure, then trying to move on and getting rid of bad blood,
right?
Then my low self-esteem, then finding love again, and also trying to break out the shackles and fly free like a bird.
Okay. Thanks. And for all of my followers who are probably more than likely already acclimated to you, but for those who it probably slipped through the tracks, everybody who has heard my album Asylum, and you heard a song I have called Feel My Pain, that's showing on the hook. You know. And if you heard a song I have called Whisper in the Wind, that's showing on the guitar. So yeah. Yeah, so she played a part in helping me bring the vision of that song to life.
And listen again.
So yeah, that guitar, I created the melody and I sent it to her like, yo, play it, rock this out for me. She sent it back, body that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a live performance when you come back to the DMV the next time.
Well, we can just give me the date, and I'm ready to perform. I've been wanting to perform before COVID, so hurry up so I can get back on the stage. I will beg and get on my knees. Please hook me up.
You ain't got to beg when I'm around.
Yeah, I'm about to say you don't have to beg.
We got you.
So, can you give the information for your the group for
Fred sisters.
I couldn't even get it.
Fret sisters.
Fret sisters.
Fret sisters.
Can you give
Wizzy.
it to? I'm sorry, y'all.
So forgive her. It's a little moist in the room. Get into a head.
Oh my. Can you give us the information of Fret sisters again, and can you spell it so they can people?
You can follow Fret Sisters at FRETSISTERS. That's also a website at www.fretsisters.com. While you're in the website, you can also check out the podcast Between Frets. And also you can shop at our merch as well. We do have merch like hoodies, hats, socks, towels.
Oh, what?
Bags.
That's right.
You know, the girly stuff.
Oh.
I take a towel.
You ain't get no time.
Right.
That's just cold. I mean, I support the cause.
You can support
I'll
the
buy the. I was gonna buy the towel.
Okay.
I mean, dang.
Hey, he got one of my hats. I also have merch on my solo.
Okay.
I need to get another one. I need some more color.
Oh, I do have almost every single color of the rainbow that will fit with my logo. So you can go to my website if you're interested in getting merch from that. You go to my website at www.shornmarshallmusic.com. That's SHORNMARSHALL music.com. Because my first name is easily misspelled and stuff like that. So I'm spelling it right.
One more question, Sean.
Yes.
Does the word moist bother you?
Not really. Not my best friend. My best friend doesn't like the word moist because she got a dirty, filthy mind. But
thank you for telling me that. Next time I speak to her, I'm a that's her day.
Oh my gosh.
I think moist about baking cake. Okay, I like to bake cake.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I said Duncan Hines.
I like to bake. I like to bake cakes. Okay.
Y'all lucky I don't eat cake. Y'all lucky I don't eat cake no more. If I do,
I can't make you that trail mix cake that you wanted. Then
I'll make an exception. I'll make an exception for trail mix. Y'all know trail mix.
He said that jump.
Wait.
Yeah, he said when he said that word trail mix, it's a tradition with us. Every time we meet, I stock up his bunch of trail mix.
And since
I had like a couple bags in the bucket of trail mix.
Loyal followers of K Quick know that's my favorite snack. So yeah.
And he used to be Reese's, so I can't get him Reese's anymore.
Messed up. Last time I got it, I'm not going to talk about that. Anyways, asshole. Anyways,
it ain't my fault.
Did I do that?
Exactly. He did do it though.
Yeah.
He ain't asking.
So yeah.
Well, thank you so
Sean, Marshall, everybody. Make sure y'all get her latest singles, Work It and Self-Destruct, and make sure you go through the archives and get that reinvention. And if you want to dive deeper into the archives, what's the name of the tapes you got out, Shawnee?
I don't know if it's still out, but in my website, yes, Split Personality,
boom,
and Unplugged Stories. But those are just covers.
Yeah,
Split Personality was different. I only got one original, like couple originals in there.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is just covers, and I just remix it with new lyrics.
Listen to a song on Split Personalities called "I Got You." It's an original by her. That's one of my favorite songs by her, actually.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you, go back if y'all want to see the growth in time. Revisit those projects.
And also check out the first song that I produced with me and K Quick, our remix of "Give In to Me." These originally Michael Jackson. I did that little rock trap thing on that joint.
Yeah, we killed that. Oh yeah, everybody.
Oh yeah, you gotta send that in the chat.
I can. Like, shoot, everybody want me to sing MJ song. She was actually the first one who got me to record an MJ song. Cool. So yeah, Yeah, we body.
I can sing too.
You do? You got pop? You got pipe?
Man, see, I know they want you to sing because they hear me sing all the time. I damn near I almost started singing the first verse.
What?
Yeah,
Hey,
the song is in my head.
We can save that for the unplugged performance for that. We can do a given to be unplugged version.
We can do that. Let's do it. So, Shorty, thank you very much for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate it. And guess what? I guess I'll see you this weekend, right?
Yep. At 9 a.m. I'm the one that has to get. I have to get up at 5 a.m. just to take 3.5 hours to drive down there. So.
Team no sleep.
Team no sleep. She know I'm a night out. I don't sleep.
We don't. And then me, his fiance, and his mom be cursing him out, telling him that he needs some sleep. And then when he realized that he passed out and got tired, I had to do the "I told you so" speech to him.
You don't tell me nothing. Anyway,
that's a damn shame.
I did. I told you so. And I'm gonna say it again. I told you so.
You ain't tell me shit.
Yeah, like you acting a fool in the snow and you hurt yourself.
Wait, stop. Because you didn't tell me nothing about the snow at all. Okay? You
Yes,
didn't
I
say
did.
When
he was live on Periscope and I told you in the chat. I told you in the chat.
You know good and well. You should have. No, you told. But I was already doing.
Did you hurt yourself flipping over?
No. I didn't hurt myself. I ended up getting sick. There's a difference.
You got sick and you also hurt yourself on other things.
What up? I'm talking to the live too. That's live. This live. I'm looking at it here. I'm looking at it from 3 different angles, and that sounded weird. Maybe it's the moisture in the air. It might be moist in the room.
Definitely sounded like some type of threesome.
Stop. All right, so that sounds even more weird because
you're looking at yourself.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow, Sean, why you keep bringing up old shit though? Stop bringing up old shit. Stop bringing up old shit. Stop bringing up. I don't bring shit up. You ain't have to tell you nothing about what happened that winter. I was on Periscope acting the fool, and you ain't telling me shit until after I already.
I told you on the chat.
You should have talked to me beforehand. We over here arguing about literally old shit that happened in 20
children.
See, this is what we had to deal with every time.
Regular stuff.
This is how we do this every time. We go at it.
I love you though.
But it's all love though. It's all love though.
You ain't tell me nothing though.
Well, we're gonna make sure y'all do a spicy challenge together then.
Yeah.
No, I don't do spicy foods, dude.
How about this? Do you do sour stuff?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Boom! We got a challenge for you.
I gotta redeem myself. We're eating bags of candy while I'm on this live.
All right, but we just know there's a challenge for you, Miss Sour. Anyhow,
what's sour?
You'll find out when you get here.
See, well, next time we'll set up a time for you, Sean. We just you want some more? We got some more airtime for you. It's promo. By the way, challenges. Shout out to my man Jada Fool, because on Facebook I challenge surpass is almost at the 300K mark.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Yeah, I already know. Once again.
What the fuck, yo?
So,
what is happening?
So, Shorty, I will see you this weekend. Thank you very much. Once again, make sure you cop them singles, Work It, and Self-Destruct by Shorn Marshall. It's beats, bars, and faith. You already know. Shorn, what's up? Peace out, Queen.
Good night.
We love you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, quick, you know you gave her an outro like 7 times?
Yeah. I know I did. Because we kept getting deterred away from the conversation. I blame the moisture.
Well, to everybody that tuned in, you already know what happens when our guest goes off of air. The show goes downhill. That's a here. Downhill from here.
Terribly downhill.
So,
oh my goodness.
So, let's see. This is the Power Hour. What are we going to talk about for this last little hour?
Well, we got plenty we could talk about.
Well, hold on. I have some. Let's bring it back to Dipset.
What about him?
Jim Jones released a video saying that he did not fall off the stage.
When did he quote unquote? I must have missed it. I gotta watch this battle again.
Dude, you did not see it?
I missed it. Like one thing, there's a whole bunch of little details that came out that I missed. You know, I gotta watch it because, like, for real, I was still watching it. I was under the sheer shock of how incredibly incorrect my prediction was. You know, so and I was like, how I literally was rooting for Dipset, then I ended up being in shock for like 5 songs, and then I was rooting for the Locks. You know, it was weird. It was a hip hop thing, like, because I'm fans of both, but when your prediction is wrong, the only time I was wrong like that was when I thought Eve was gonna get Trina, and Trina came out punching like Riddick Bowe, and that was the only time I was completely wrong. You know, but so first, before I even get into another detail that I didn't catch, what's up with this whole Jim Jones falling deal?
Oh yeah, he definitely fell, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm about to show it to
you. He fell? He fell.
Dang, I missed that. How did I miss that?
What was wrong with him?
He was walking towards the edge of the stage and he just went down.
Woo.
He went bye-bye?
He went bye-bye.
You look before you step. Or you're supposed to anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So he just leaped off the stage.
My only thing is because they in some of the rounds of the battle, they played medleys of like joints, and some rounds went on for like 16 minutes a piece. It seemed like the only thing I wish they'd have done different is Dipset played Hey Ma, and oh wow, he did fall. I thought he jumped. It looked like he jumped.
Oh no, that was a fall.
Let me see it again. Pause.
He did not jump.
He definitely fell.
Oh yeah, he fell. I can tell. Yeah.
Well, I guess he's okay.
Players fuck up though. Players fuck up.
You guess his pride is hurt.
Well, I mean, he's on there talking about he didn't fall.
Oh man,
that's because his pride is hurt.
But yeah, they played Hey Ma and Old Boy in a medley. That was one of my problems. That should have been a separate round.
Hold on, time out. They didn't play neither one of those songs as individuals?
No. They waited till towards the end of the battle. And then they played them together. Why? Those are two prominent songs that could have clearly held their own as a separate round.
Those should have been intro songs. Those should have been in the early round.
I'm about to say, you got to come out punching. And then another one, I posted it in the chat. Because I did not see. It was towards the beginning of the battle when Cameron was sitting in the beach chair, and during the Locks round, Styles P was hunched over the chair, like rapping at him, and so on and so forth. And Cameron was kicking him away, and like supposedly the Rough Riders entourage or the Locks entourage was about to go in until Sheek Louch was because Styles P was like grabbing at his leg and Cameron was like really kicking.
Yeah, he kicked him in his chest first,
kicking like shit. So normally that would start some shit. Yeah, if he did it to the right person. You feel me?
They were smart. They didn't want to fuck that back.
No, they didn't. That's what Sheek Louch did. You know, he was like, no, y'all chill. In the interview, he was like, y'all chill out. Yo, it's bigger than all that. Like for real.
Styles was flexing.
Straight. Oh shit. Yeah.
He was flexing.
Yeah. You know, and for real, there was a whole lot of it must be that New York energy, but because there's a whole lot of stuff that would have provoked the average person, especially from here, especially when I think Kiss took Joel's bandana off and threw it at the ground, or whatever. Like, I never thought I would see the day anybody would touch Joel's bandana.
Did you see Styles P shout out Max B at the end?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jim didn't like that.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of because like because granted, I had to back like Cook Crack, mixtapes and all that. And then I remember the skit where he was like, "Don't ever touch my fucking bandana." And Jadakiss threw that. I'm like, I thought that was gonna be it.
Well, look, let me tell you like this.
Bandana.
It shouldn't have been no surprise because didn't no shootout happen when Gucci Mane and Jeezy did they
That's
shit.
true.
Right.
So they set the standards and they had
That's
real
facts.
beef.
That's facts. You know.
Now speaking of real beef, should DNA testing be mandatory at birth? Because it's a lot of people raising kids that's not theirs and they don't know it.
That's correct. And granted, what was it that you put in the chat about that, or who put what in the chat about that?
No, Star put something. It was a young man who found out. I think the child was like 5 or something. He found out that this child was not his child, and he was hurt. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had been taking care of the baby for 5 years. I think
at that point,
between 3 to 5, I believe.
At that point, that's your child,
basically.
Yeah. So I have a question. Do y'all think the courts should make the parent pay that person back all of that money?
I think so.
Yes, because yo, it's like it's deception.
Mm-hmm.
It's deception. It's a lie. You know, it's the same way I feel about anyone who falsely accuses anyone of like rape or something like that.
Yeah.
They need to go to jail.
Yeah, they do.
Facts.
They do.
It's like it should go. There should be a counter charge for false information.
Yeah, it should. And a lot of people get away with that, and that's not fair. And you're affecting the child's life, the father's life. Mm-hmm. It's not fair. Look, well, my father can't get nothing back because I'm his child 100%. My sister and I, but they should. They really should, especially if the father has questions. Mm-hmm. If you feel like the woman was doing something wrong, or you just want to tell, they should do it, and I think it should be free. I think it should be free. Mm. I have no problem swabbing
straight up. I mean, they can do one right there at the damn blood hospital. It's not that hard.
Yeah, because they doing everything else. Just swab, and send it off.
Like that. The DNA is on the bed or the dang birth table. Take a bed sheet and then get a sample.
That's the mother stuff.
No, because when the baby come out, that's the baby's fluid and all that type of baby.
Yeah, but it's still
mixed in. You can find a sample in there. It's unified DNA.
Wait, like, sir.
Wait.
This baby is partly yours.
Don't take the placenta. Let me swab it.
Oh no, I'm compensating that. Hey, doc.
Now, I've seen
I got the swab right here.
About placenta. Like I've seen it in the beauty supply stores where they use it in hair. I heard people eat it.
No, I hear people eat it too.
Yeah, would you eat it?
Who's supposed to eat it? The mother or the father?
The father.
Yeah.
What's the tradition behind it? Oh, bro, imagine you eating the placenta of a baby that ain't yours. Bruh. Oh, somebody owe me something.
Yeah, somebody owe me some money.
You just ate the DNA, a body part of a baby that didn't come from you.
Well, the placenta is that's the mother.
Still,
so
that placenta had connected with the baby, and you still have absolutely no connection of that placenta.
So first of all, quick, I'm not eating that shit.
But no, all right. Imagine if you were a placenta eater, right? Just hypothetically, if you were a eater of a placenta,
only on the no
Mambo. Even if you decided to sprinkle some Bello Burn Mambo sauce on that thing,
they don't eat it raw.
I think I might want mine fried up like a sub, like a steak and cheese.
But sometimes they dry it out. And like it was one.
Shout out to Bello Burn. I gotta give me some of that mambo sauce. Fried. You said they dried. So you eating a placenta prune?
No.
You eating fried green placentas? They ain't moist no more.
They dry.
Sun dried placenta.
No, but I was watching something because I used to watch the Baby Network. And the thing is, as many children I had, I used to watch all the time. So a lady had got her placenta dried out. They dried it out. They crumbled it up and made it into chocolate. And she would just pop the chocolate.
Can we just change tradition? What can you Can you bronze it and just wear it around your neck or something?
Like a chain?
Like for real.
But I'm getting what you're supposed to do. Well, not what you're supposed to do, but one tradition is burying it. Burying the placenta by a tree.
What does that do?
I don't know. It's just I forgot.
Hold on.
We creating a new.
I just want to compliment you for trying to say burying because I would have been like burying.
Because
Bury that though.
And you.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened, y'all, but we back.
Technical difficulties. We here though. Shouts out. Anyhow, yeah, technical difficulties. It was moist in here.
Oh man.
It got into the Wi-Fi.
It got into the Wi-Fi connection.
So it's moisture damage, huh?
Moisture damage. You know.
I hope y'all Androids are waterproof.
Oh yes, it is.
Mine
I can dump this right.
Put it
Yep.
in the pool. Hater.
I'm just saying, that was about time y'all caught up.
Man, what?
Wait, I can't put you in the mic, but in the back, but I can't mute your mic. So
I can reach the damn button too, dog.
Hey, we are super petty tonight. Ain't nobody tuned back in yet. Yeah, y'all.
Well, while we waiting, let's
right,
give a moment of silence to Fetty Wap's daughter passing.
Indeed.
Our deepest condolences to you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is really sad.
That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Yeah.
That's horrible, yo.
Not only that, condolences to DC Joe Black. He just recently lost his son. DC Joe Black is a DMV artist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost it. Oh.
His oldest, man.
Damn.
Oh, wait. Is that the one that got shot?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's horrible, yo.
Hurt my heart. Joe Black, I prayers with you and your family, bro.
Yeah. Our deepest. Oh, my.
I can only imagine.
Prayers. Definitely prayers.
It's terrible out here. Y'all, we really need to get ourselves together.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I guess we can continue on with the show.
Of course we can continue on.
So, in the good old...
Hold on. We're not going to just go past that. So say you were a placenta eater, right? If you took a couple bites of a placenta, well, no, let's just say you crushed it. You just took one, crushed it. Couple years later, find out baby ain't yours. You just ate a placenta for nothing. Now, because now all those years rush back in your head, all the way back to the birth, and you remember, I just ate that woman's damn placenta, and the baby ain't mine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would be kind of pissed.
Well, what you gonna do? You can't throw it up. It's already.
Oh, I'm throwing up on somebody. it may not be that placenta. Oh, but somebody's getting, preferably the baby mama.
Right.
And I'm gonna make sure I eat good. I'm talking about Chipotle.
Oh my God.
Some sardines. Might even go to tropical smoothie. Put a little healthiness on top of it.
Oh, that's gonna make you pass.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? Since we talking about placentas, let's go into a question that was posed. It said, "Do women regret getting their tubes tied? And does the husband get a say on what the wife does with her body, and also because we had a couple of parts to this question, does the significant other, do you get to tell your spouse or your husband or your boyfriend or whoever what he can do with his body, and can they, or hair or whatever, and can you do the same? Can the man say the same thing to us? So which part of that do y'all want to tackle first?
Well, for one, are you tied up?
Them Jones gone.
Hold on.
All right, so
why you made it seem like she was in bondage? Are you tied
I don't
up?
mind being in
because it's moist in here. Pause.
I mean,
Hey,
ain't nothing wrong with that. But
anyway, so are you gutted?
I'm not gutted, but my tubes are gone. My fallopian tubes are gone. I got them taken out.
At any point, have you ever regretted it?
I think maybe right after I got it done, I thought about like, wow, I can't have any more children. I think you have that moment of regret, but I have 5 kids.
5 of them things.
I ain't regretting. But you do have that. It's like, okay, I had my surgery 2018. And I was home, I came home, my sister came and got my kids and kept them for a week, took them to school and everything. And so I was home by myself and I was like, wow, what if I wanted more children? Would I be able to? It's like you have a question of God. Does that take, change my womanhood in a way? But then I'm like, man, I done multiplied several times, okay? 25. And now I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about the possibility of pregnancy, because that is a big thing for a woman. If you can still get pregnant and you're not on birth control, or you're doing birth control, or you're doing the pull out or whatever, you cannot fully give yourself to your significant other.
So
it's open gym right now.
So in other words,
shots.
If your pull out game is not that good, have no fear.
Wait a minute, first of all.
Because the gutless ones are here.
I'm not gutless. My tubes are just gone.
The highway been removed.
Basically.
The road is closed.
There's a one-way tunnel.
But you know what's crazy? I guess on the other side, men get vasectomies.
But I heard they're not accurate. They've been proven to not be 100% accurate.
So my ex-husband had the vasectomy. Layla came.
See?
But then, listen, let me tell you why. He was still young. He was 32. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me think.
He broke through the wall.
13, 14. No, what it was, he didn't go back and get it checked. He didn't go back and get it. You're supposed to go back and get your sperm count checked. He never did that. And even still, because they told him it's 3 months or 30 ejaculations. You know what he did first.
He spiked like shit.
Yeah. And so I still would not let him kiss me, touch me, hug me. He couldn't do nothing.
He was like 27.
No.
Damn.
He's like, this baby, it's 29. It's a little bit. Do a count?
No. Yo. But the thing is, I didn't know he was doing that. But I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do it because he's impatient. But I was like, no, you're not touching me. I don't care. He's like, come on, I'm good. I'm like, you won't go back. Go to the doctor and get it checked. He would not go. And so 5 months later, now I had an IUD. I have been on every birth control known to man. Okay. Except for the rod. I don't get nothing implanted. And I've been on the pill, the patch. I had an IUD. I had the shots, condoms, pull out, all that shit.
The winter coat.
Everything. And the raincoat. I'd done everything. And so at that time I had my IUD. So I was like, okay, well, it's 5 months. He should be good. I went and got my IUD taken out the first time.
See, should have stuck to the clamp. I call the IUD the coochie clamp.
But the thing, it was painful. That's another reason why it was painful for him. He can feel the threads. Now,
so he can, damn.
Yeah, people, it's the IUD. You have the copper T, and then you have the Mirena, which is plastic, but it's it's coated and it has a kind of a copper thread.
Yeah, that's an irritant.
Some people can feel the thread. Sometimes we can feel like you can feel it shift sometimes when you have. So it's like it was irritating, and we couldn't really do. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this out. It's been 5 months. Who? First time.
Yeah,
the Texas one.
I knew I was pregnant.
I'm thinking about just putting a rubber band around my balls and just letting them fall off. Put some marbles there for replacements. It's a joke.
Speaking of IUD, question, being that you have 5 puppies.
They ain't puppies no more. Go ahead.
All right. Have you ever engaged in intercourse while you were pregnant?
Yes.
Nigga.
I'm just asking because I would feel, me personally, I would feel weird doing it because I feel like I was trespassing.
Let me take over here.
I feel like I was trespassing.
My niggas.
I know. Look. I've been told that pregnant cooch hits different.
Wait a minute. You're gonna say it the correct way. It's
Coochie.
No.
That's
pregnant pussy. It's
pregnant moisture.
Double P's. No.
PP.
That joke hit different.
Right. It hits different.
It's only when the baby gets a certain amount of time. It's like, oh my God, it's my dick hitting the baby.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I was trespassing.
But that's like when you get further down. Yeah. But then it helps us when we have sex, when we get further along. Because especially when it's close. When you get close, you like, look, just come get the baby out of here. Let's do this. Let's do, we walk it out. We want to have sex, get it out,
So that kind of kickstarts the.
But because when you have sex and like you can't feel it regularly if you're having sex, but we contract. So contraction is supposed to help with dilation and stuff. And if you're orgasm or coming, because orgasm and having an orgasm and coming are 2 separate things. People don't know that. A lot of people don't. So whether you're coming or you're orgasming, your muscles are contracting. And so when you're 9 months, close to 10 months, because sometimes we go to 10. Okay. You're ready to have this damn baby. So, it contracts. But yeah, pregnancy sex is the bomb until you get like 6-7 months. It can't turn this way, your belly head.
So, but what? Because when you get so far along, you can see the baby moving, doing this.
And they be like, nigga, I'm trying to sleep.
Like, man, keep that shit down out there. Keep it down.
That's when you go sideways.
I'm about to say, but I can only say, is it distracting? Like you're doing it, and you look down and you see her stomach moving like alien.
But I don't think. Right. That's what I said. You go sideways.
Like you almost see sideways. You see the hands like almost reaching at you.
And FYI, ladies, if you're further along and you want the baby to turn, doggy style. Because going on hands and knees, it takes the pressure off your back and it gives space enough for the baby to start turning. So for like 7, 8, 9 months, doggy style. It takes pressure off your back.
So quick.
It feels good.
One for the pressure.
So quick. When you finally get to that experience, I guarantee you're going to hit the chat.
I'm going to tell you this.
Like, my niggas.
That I bet you that is a quick corner that he cannot wait for.
Yo,
he cannot wait.
I'm going to pull out a bottle of champagne. I'm trying to tell you. So it's I'm going to tell you something. When you know that it's already a baby in there, and you don't have to worry about putting them. Nigga, it's like, fuck it. I'm going to show you my inner porn.
Paint in the walls. And they paint walls.
If it ain't one in there, I'm going to make sure he really in there. You know what I'm saying? We can make signals sometimes. Test could be wrong.
Nah.
So let me just double down to make sure.
Wrong. Hell no.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? I can tell you every single time I got my wife pregnant. My daughter was off of Hennessy and date night. And my son was in the backseat of my 88 Cadillac.
Caddy.
Yeah. That's why I call it my Cadillac kid. One time for me.
Can I ask you something? Because we talked about what happened during our first time. Do you remember where it was?
On side of an apartment building at Fox Club. Yeah.
Wow.
You weren't even in the house?
Nah.
Where'd yours happen?
Across the street, my neighbor's house.
Came to borrow some sugar.
He was like he was kind of like our grandfather. He was our neighbor, but he was like the neighborhood grandfather. So we used to be over there all the time anyway. Yeah, it just
Mine is so cliche.
What?
Happened in a motel.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't start going to motel till after that.
You know what? It's crazy for I think I can speak for most dudes. First times are overrated because we're so whack.
Facts, yo. It was so awkward.
Nah, it's just, you see it on TV, but when you get in there, you be like, whoa, this what this feels like?
It's not even that.
You're not.
It's not even that. It's not even that.
Okay.
I went in there so confident. Because like, wait, I was so confident because like TV, the internet, I thought I knew exactly everything I wanted to do. I had it mapped up and mapped out. And she did too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
I tried to eat pussy for the first time that night.
Not the first time.
Bruh, I ain't know what the hell I was doing.
And she probably was like, what the hell is he doing?
Like,
well, she didn't know what to think. She never had it done to her.
That's what I'm saying. In her mind, she probably was like, what
And-
the hell?
But it's funny because when you start doing it right, the reaction changes.
Yeah, you can.
very
Yeah,
quick.
it does
Straight
change.
up.
It's weird. It's weird when you first start receiving, because you're just like,
I saw her eyes pop out like, whoa, what is this? And like, bro, this is the funniest. This is by far the funniest part because I tried to do some porn shit or some, not even some porn. This ain't even porn shit. I tried to do some movie type stuff.
not American Pie.
No.
Oh, okay.
You know the part in the movie because granted she wanted a song playing. So a song was playing, and this motel gives you a complimentary bucket of ice. So I decided to take an ice cube and just go down her chest and her stomach with it. I thought I was doing something that was sexy, but I look up, she's shaking because she cold. She's shivering and shit. I'm like, you all right? She like, I'm cold.
Hey, that's funny.
You can't. You gotta know what you're doing when you're dealing with ice.
We did it.
I know. You just trying to.
You had a don't be a menace.
Right, it was don't be a menace type
He was
shit.
missing the
Burn the government
hot
cheese on it.
The only thing we didn't have was the Kool-Aid.
She's like, that's the baby's lunch.
Put that back.
When I would say the moisture was gone when the ice got involved. And we got so off a subject.
No, but that's it's so interesting because you don't expect, like, I honestly did not expect my first time to be the way it was. And I honestly was gonna wait till I got married. I honestly was.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it was weird. It was weird. He wanted me to ride him. I'm like, what? How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do? First of all,
You didn't watch enough porn.
Right.
I mean, not,
She probably didn't know, like, what you mean?
in my
Like,
mind,
what is
no,
that?
I have watched porn before, but in my mind, I'm like, it's gonna hurt because I've never had sex.
Well,
Yeah.
in that, I imagine the gravity of you going down.
And I was like, nope. He got there. I was like, hell no.
Because granted, when I first inserted, it was when she was on top.
Okay.
Because granted, she just mounted up and elevated.
Oh yeah, she was ready.
Well, granted, had to be. She did it slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
She
you
did it
have to go
slowly.
slow because Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I apologize to my ex for being so whack, but it was my first time. I'm sorry. You prepped me for my wife. So let me ask you this: do y'all remember? Do y'all remember when you really started fucking for real? You like, damn, I just put it down.
That's them rounds.
Rounds. My second time.
Your second time?
The second time I reviewed the game tapes.
Oh my Lord.
And I in my mind, that's where we review the game tapes. Like, all right, so where exactly here caused it not to go how I planned? So that second time around, she was the one who was like, granted, we was just chilling, but she was the one who initiated. I'm like, that second time, everything that I learned kicked in.
Okay. Yeah, you had to get that first.
And this but this is the thing. This is how I know I put it down though. Because at the end, she collapsed right here. Right there. She was laying right there. That's how I knew.
Had to give the whole
So like, yeah, just ow, like a light right on the chest.
Keep your hand on that board now.
I just had to give myself props because second time around.
What was the length of time between the first and the second time?
Oh, I got a story to tell my guy next time I meet him, because the second time around, like I said, I got it together.
No, I mean, like, was it a week or two? Like between the?
I want to say it was about a month.
Oh yeah, I was going to say
it was about a month. I had time to train.
No, but I'm gonna tell you why. When you lose your virginity, something happened.
Yeah, it's different.
It's like, but also for us, because when I lost my virginity, when I had sex for the first time, I went home and I felt like shit. Like I felt like crap.
Right.
Yeah, I felt like I didn't feel right. And it wasn't like, it's not like, I didn't plan, or we did eventually want to do it, but it's just like I didn't feel right. I felt weird.
Right.
And so, yeah, it was about, I don't know how long it was between that time and the next time, but I went home and I just kind of balled up.
Really?
Just felt not clean.
Home. I walked home with Ladies Man playing in my ears.
Me?
In the middle of the night. I felt like I grew, like I was taller.
Well,
I felt like I was walking on air.
Likewise.
I felt great.
That is so funny.
Was I listening to music that day after? All right, so after that,
30 seconds, I became a man.
I see.
I don't remember what I did after, but I say this. Back to what I was about to say, because I kind of got cut off at a weird spot. It's like I corrected everything I did wrong. Mm-hmm. Remember how I said a song was supposed to be playing? Because when we actually did it, the song wasn't playing. When we attempted the first time, the song was, but it ended up like not playing when we were. But the song was playing. We did not do it through a song. Mm-hmm. We went through a whole damn CD.
I know that's right.
Look at you.
Yeah. And this is how I knew a brother had it. That's when I found out I had endurance.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you like this.
It
took me a while to build up that endurance because yeah.
But I can also tell you exactly what CD it was.
What?
And I can't wait to see him in person again because I didn't get a chance to tell him because I found out. Tech 9, Welcome to Strange Land. Through that it was a 17-track CD and we got up to 15.
So I will say this. Music definitely helps you pace yourself.
Facts.
Yeah, it does.
Just don't put on no go-go.
Man,
oh no, that's all over the place. It switches up too much.
Exactly.
Like, you can be like,
like, what the hell is going on? But you know what? That's a good thing to bring up. So, is it music every time?
No.
I'm gonna get killed for this. No, because I like to play a game. Don't you make a sound?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I win every time.
That's a funny game.
It's a fun game.
That is, yeah. I had
Sorry, babe.
I learned how to be quiet. I have a lot of kids, and I've always had a lot of people living with me. I would win that game.
She's gonna kill me for telling this story, but I got to. So there's this one time. It's kind of like the don't make a sound thing. Mm-hmm. So One time in the middle of a round. Ooh, I don't know if I should say.
In other news,
I don't know if I should say it now.
DMV rapper K Quips
Shut the fuck up.
is found on side of the road.
You know what?
Don't do it. Don't do it. If
I'm
you,
not.
look,
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
if you,
I'm not.
yeah, we just gonna leave it.
I'm not because it's gonna be too awkward now.
Yeah, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. You know what?
One time in the middle of a round, we finished. That's it. There you go. End the story.
now, do you remember the first time a girl really put it on you? Where she really catered to you and made you be like, whoa.
Hell yeah.
damn.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Did you feel like a man?
Bruh.
I felt like I was taking advantage of it. I didn't know how to feel afterwards.
I felt like, bruh. I felt I had to reevaluate some shit. I'm like, was I supposed to enjoy it?
I was like,
because it's like, granted, look, because granted, we want you, because granted, our dream is like, because granted, we want our girl to be fully with the shits, no matter, fully with the shits, but when they really want to be with the shits, and they damn near take it, and all their strength is it. I'm like, I didn't know she was this strong. Like, Stanise, you're very strong.
So you
by the
sit
way,
there like this
so
with the sheet.
well, no, like, bro,
No.
I got thrown across the room by her for the first time, and I was flabbergasted. I'm like,
you liked it.
do I know you? I liked it, but like, do I know you?
Do it again.
That was about
Girl,
to say,
like,
do that
girl,
again,
do
just
I-
to make sure.
Girl, do I know you?
I guess for us men, we're always the dominant one.
Yeah.
Right? It's different.
So I hate saying to be dominated because it just sounds so weird to say. I got
No.
To
dominated.
have to be,
It's just like-
yeah.
To be the one
Being-
taking the orders, I guess. Let's just say that. To be the one who is, taking orders. Let's just say that.
to be able to be the submissive.
All right, there you go. To be the sub,
Mhm.
to end up being the sub. No,
Bruh,
but
This is
granted,
not Subway.
No, but that's
bro,
what they
that's
call
how
it.
they dime sub. I mean, come on. What's the no? All right, fine. You get a laugh. Wait a minute. That was just a fuck it. Anyways, thank you. So anyhow, that's what I was looking for, actually. So thank you. Now I know which button it is. So anyhow, yeah, it's different because being the man, you got. It's almost like how Star said when she used to do her thing back in the day, and she and granted, and she used to do parties for police officers, and they like
Being
that
spanked.
that whole scene from Players Club where the dude with a police officer was getting paddled. She said that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Because when you gotta be the authoritative
Mm-hmm.
figure all day long, 7 days a week, being a man, you just want to give the woman some type of it's another exhilarating feeling in a
It's
sense
like not
to see a woman in
having to-
power.
Yeah, I was about to say not having to be in control all the
Facts,
time.
not to be in control.
Yeah.
It's different. So, granted, when stuff like that happens, you're flabbergasted at first because you're like, "But I'm the man here."
You
But
still
girl,
a man.
of course, because granted, the roles end up getting turned around when I get into it. But it's just you're flabbergasted at first, but then like, hey, this is sexy. I like this.
I don't know, bro. Once she started, she in control. Hey, Charlie, finish it out. You got it.
Well, no. Well, I mean, hey.
Fuck it. I'm gonna let you.
Well, no,
this.
it ends up being like that, but it's just like when it happened. Going off of like when it happened the first time, you just gotta process it first.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait a minute. What
right,
are you doing?
pretty much.
I'm supposed to be doing this. Are you trying to say I'm whack because
So
you're
what
first?
about, what about
You look like you dragged a few dudes in the rooms before.
Get over here.
You dragged people in the closets before, haven't you?
No.
So you haven't.
You know what? Weezy was like, I'm shy. Motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere.
Right? Don't let it be in the morning.
It took me a long time.
You gonna be late for work today.
Look, I'll go clear my throat first. Drink a little water, go brush my teeth.
I'm gonna make those eggs in a minute.
But scramble mine first.
But first, I'm gonna crack that yolk.
But you know, for me, because
it's moist in here. You're gonna feel the moisture. It's gonna really be moist.
You know what?
You so scared that? I bet I'd be scared that it's like shit. Like with your ass.
Well, I wake people up. I will wake you up. But for me, I think more so now because I'm very much submissive. So especially because I have to be dominant. I used to have to be dominant all the time at work, at home with the kids. So during sex, I'm submissive. But I will be dominant. I can't be dominant. I can't. And if I'm allowed to be, but if I just really, because sometimes I look, I'm gonna tell on us. We look at y'all sometimes and be like, damn, you know how y'all look at us and say that? We look at y'all the same way. So it's like we done already had sex with you like 20,000 times in 20 different ways.
So you mind fucked us?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We do all the time. We do it. And so it's like, that's kind of another reason why we snatch y'all like that, because we done already went through having sex with you several times. We're like, okay, I want the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So
they have Dr. Strange
facts. We do. And I'm one of them people who think I'm a thinker, and I have different scenarios on my mind. And if I'm looking at you like that, yeah.
It just blows with me when I'm at work and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her when I get home.
Straight up.
And then I text her and call her. Like I do that shit often. I mean, don't judge me, but
okay, so sexting then. That's cool. How clever are you in your sexting?
I use GIFs to talk a lot.
For real?
Hell yeah.
She uses emojis.
Okay.
She does like this thing with a peach and a teardrop and a splash and 3 more of these. Like, all right, I get and then a smiley face. So I get the point.
Like,
it's gonna be a good
night. Right?
That's so funny. So I'm a word person. I get the pictures too, but I'm a word person. So I'm like, I want to be able to read, or I want you to tell me what you want to do without telling me what you want to do, because I want to actually read in between the lines. And so if I or something funny, so it'll be like, how can I say, hey, okay, what would I text to somebody? Yeah,
she needs a close up.
Something clever, something just obvious, but just to get your attention. So you send a text to this person. You send a text to the person while you in a room full of people, right?
Right.
And you send a text and say, hey, my mouth is lonely. You mind sticking something in it? Oh. And so oh my gosh. No, but I'm like, you just give me all the damn things.
Are we?
No, but I'm like, this is stuff that I think. I just think stuff like this. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to send this to somebody, and he's on the other side of the room around his friends. He just don't happen to look at the phone like, oh, I'll be right back. Just stuff like that.
But see, that's dope because in our generation growing up, the people before us, you know what I'm saying, like they weren't like that. So it's good to see women being straightforward now, because at first we were looked at as the creeps because we were just aggressive.
Well, it's because we are told that that's not how it's supposed to be, and I think that's why I'm the way that I am, because I watched my aunt, I watched my mom. I watched women from that generation do that, and so to me, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be aggressive, or I'm not going to. I go off of what I read. I read him. That's what I'll do, and so. I also, because of what's going on in my mind, I won't act because I don't want to seem like I'm doing too much.
It's never too much.
Well, yeah, but you just never know because everybody can't take that. So it's like, okay, I want to do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But what if you don't want me to do X, Y, Z, blah, blah? Or, maybe he's not in the mood, or maybe, I do I think too much.
Well, we officially said fuck the topic list. So I guess
completely.
So I guess we'll talk about this shit next week.
But we might as well, because I think this is a good spin the block. What is the update on Miss Biles?
So she recently competed in the balance beam and scored bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be honest with you?
Be honest.
I think it's bullshit.
Of course.
I think she dialed back.
For her
it's a shame. In order to compete, you can't. In order to compete, you got to give head starts. It's like, but you got to hold back.
You know what? Even though we're upset about it, that speaks a lot about her character.
Straight up.
It takes a lot for a person to pull back, knowing that they can be number one.
Exactly.
And play number 1 or 2 to let their teammates get the shine.
Oh, and by the way, to all of y'all who were talking shit on her when she left, or when she decided to remove herself, saying that she's a disgrace or so on and so forth.
What's his name?
What's his? Yeah, what is
Donkey
it? I don't even want to say your name.
Nah. Because I
say, all right, fine. What's his name?
I gotta scroll up because I personally want to punch you in the face.
Straight up. So what's his name?
Hold on, I'm searching now. We talk a lot.
But she did that. I think who passed, her grandmother or somebody?
Her aunt.
Her aunt passed. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, you talking down on her when she was dealing with mental health, and because she had a loss in the family, and they was trying to jip on the score. So you talking about not winning medals and all that, was she gonna get scored fairly to get that medal anyway?
Exactly.
Think about that. So apparently people don't do all this is what I think. I think people try too hard for clout.
Yeah.
Yep.
They try too hard for clout. We're in this climate, being super duper patriot by doing non-patriot shit.
Exactly. Because I'm like, why is the Olympics much more important?
There's so much other shit you could be talking
States.
about. Like, for real. If patriot.
So,
if you do something for your veterans that are out on the street.
So
DC is full.
To answer your question, I mean, I kind of understand why the Olympics is so important, because it's a world stage. You're competing against another country that, unfortunately, well, actually, it's supposed to be, when we compete, nigga, our color of our skin don't matter.
Exactly.
We on one team. And ain't it fucked up that the only time that we can be on one team is when we compete?
Did you find his name?
No.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, whoever the hell you are, because it's the Olympics. It's a game. It's a competition. You're very selfish, and all of you who did down her, you're very selfish. Because I am I'm not being nice, because I want to, because for one, I'm proving a point. I can articulate all this stuff without being belligerent. You feel me? You are very selfish because, granted, you want somebody to put their mental stability so you can have the glory about bragging about a damn game. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this is the part where I do get belligerent. Fuck you.
Thank you, bro. I was waiting on it.
I was getting ready.
Because I first of all, let me say this. I respect you so much because you can articulate the proper way. See, when it comes to shit like that, I have no chill. And I got really pissed off because of the shit that he was saying.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Unpatriotic.
Patriotic. It's a game, bruh. It's a competition. What does that have to do with how you feel about the place you live? Nothing. Well,
in the words of our comedian that was recently on Shits and Giggles, John Thomas, eat shit. I think this is we're gonna end on that note.
Straight up.
We out of here. Any last words?
Check out that single Circle featuring Adonis Progress. K Quick. You already know. Make sure you like and subscribe. Get that Asylum album. It's on there. You know, music video out now. Subscribe to KQuick86 on YouTube. You know what it is. I am KQuick.com. You can find it there and all the social medias. You know that at the real KQuick. Water coming in 2022.
I didn't know what else to do.
That!
There you go.
Gave me some damn sprinkles.
That's because she oohed after it.
That was a. Well, next time you ooh, use your morning voice.
Ooh.
When it's there, you go. Ain't no moisture there. KQuick, Beats Bars are fake. You already. Make sure you all subscribe to DMV Jams.
Yeah.
More content coming there. Interview with Jet Riley just dropped. Make sure you check it out. There's a whole lineup of fire interviews coming up,
including yourself.
You know,
he wasn't gonna say that.
And for real, you're gonna know a lot about the culture over here in the DMV, and it goes further than just the DMV. This is the brand, not the boundary. You know. Phoenix, give your outro.
I am the Blue Phoenix. You can you can find me at the Blue Phoenix Hills on Facebook and Instagram. Also, good people, we apologize for both sides of the coins not being up. I think this is the third week.
Yeah.
There has a lot has been going on, and y'all keep Giamo lifted. This has been a lot going on.
Indeed.
And so we will be back. You'll see us here, but both sides of the coins will be back. I'll be posting, might go live or something. You know, we love you, we miss you. It's not because we don't want to see you guys. It's because of personal things. So we'll be back.
Y'all done messed up now that I figured out these panels here. I figured out these controls now.
So look, make sure y'all go follow me on all social media platforms at TaylorMadeRock. That's TaylorMadeRoc. No K. Put a K on there, you're definitely not gonna find me. Like Quick said, man, make sure you follow all of our channels. Keep in tune with all of our content.
Facts.
We got some dope shit coming for you. Now we're getting to the point where we're about to launch the Red Vision TV network soon.
Yup.
So I appreciate y'all for being patient with us. It's been a long road. We are the No Filter Show, and once again,
you know who it is. Rock with it.
Eat shit.